Terraria, what a wonderful game. We're in it to win it. We once again load up the game, choose character, then world, and we are in. We look into our inventory and find out that we have kite. What funny is, it feels like this is the first time I started reading what other items do that are not weapons. I'm such a kid. We're gonna do some upgrading and decorations to our house so other people could start living in it, since I feel alone. What an annoying little thing this is, and I don't know how to remove it. It's just one block, but I can't place anything in here. Another thing that I need to learn is how to fix walls, since I tend to mess it up and it looks bad, at least to me. We go and change the floor, we find out where all the rats live. We go up and start making the fourth room, but before we finish it up, we go and plant trees, since I have been a naughty boy and cut loads of them. We don't want to run out of wood, do we? We got a knock on the door,
FBI, open up!
and I decided to open it up. I stood there like a real man next to my door, in case I will need to run. After that, we go finish up the fourth room and get a table and some chairs in it. I clearly have no idea what I'm doing. And suddenly, I got a notification that we're not a hobo. Woohoo! It says we build a suitable first home. We go and help our little dude get back into the house, but he does this. And only after a lot of time, it got into my head that I can use wood platform and not worry about falling into the hole. I'm sorry buddy, but I'll leave you there for a while. After that I wanted to see how Terraria world works. Is there an end? Will it be round and I will just come back to my base? So we went on an adventure once again. Ooh, flower! Some weird things started happening to my body. It started glowing in the water for the first time. I thought maybe it's some kind of item, but I did not notice anything, so I just accepted it. We encountered some new mobs, and I thought this was the end of the map. I thought this was an ocean, but suddenly I saw the other side. This time I will not fail and think this is an ocean.
Hello there.
We encountered new mobs once again. After that we went into a new biome and find a sleeping angler. What funny is that at first I read it wrong and I thought this was an angel. It's kinda awkward. We mined some shell piles, which I never got to encounter yet, and now I think I reached something big.
That's what she said.
We tried to build a bridge on it to get to another side, if there is one of course.
Oh no.
But I ran out of dirt and decided to leave it for another time. We cut some trees, get to kill seagull. On my way home I do some cave expedition, but I don't find anything interesting. Unless you find this piss-looking water interesting, from which I thought if you step in it, you will get damage. And we get home. I got so much support from the last video that it's crazy. Thank you so much. I never experienced it before. And got a lot of tips on how to play and what to do. So let's test some things out. First, let's check crafting stuff with our NPC friend over here. Doesn't he look so cute when he sits? We put some stuff for him on the table, and what catches my eye, it was this boomerang. I was always a fan of these, but I don't know if they are good or not, but I'm probably gonna still make one for the memes and stuff. Later we see how cool iron armor looks like, or how ruby set gives some kind of magic bonuses. And oh boy, at this time I fell in love. This beautiful sword, red face blade, but sadly I don't have mats for it yet. But now I have a goal. We go and try to sort some stuff in the chests, make it a bit cleaner of course. I'm gonna make it more organized later, but sadly there's no time for that now. We quickly go and build up our wall and doors again, so that monsters could not get in, and after cleaning my mess up, I decided to go explore my caves even more, so let's go. Here I missed a huge stack of silver ores, because I was not thinking straight, and I just wanted to go deeper. After that, we find some kind of gem place, which was filled with ores and gems. It's crazy how many ores and gems there were. We get our last pieces from there, and this is how our inventory looks like. Then we moved to a few places that I already explored, and I noticed that I missed quite a lot of ores. So we get these platinum ores right into our inventory. This crab mob thingy is very annoying, and I sometimes still panic when he attacks me. And the last piece from the expedition was this little room in the middle of the caves, which had an OP item in my mind, Guarding Cloud, which allows its holder to jump twice. This can get really useful. Then we come back to the surface. I immediately go start sorting chests out. I make one hold potions and another one standing next to it hold ores. In the third one I put a lot of stuff that I don't know what to do with it, or I don't have a use for them now. Then we take all of our ores and start making them into bars. Hopefully I will be able to make some kind of armor. After all those bars, I noticed that not a lot of armor showed up in the crafting tab, so I thought to myself, maybe I need some kind of other items to make them. But our friendly NPC told us that we don't even have enough bars to at least make one. Let's see, one piece of platinum armor. Big reality check there, and I thought it will be enough to make at least half of the armor pieces now. Next, we move into a building mode once again. We start making stairs, we build a little room and start using Ctrl button, which allows me to place blocks so effortless. Now I don't need to stress and deal with misplaced blocks. This is so useful and I'm just sad that I did not find that out earlier. Just in a few seconds we are done with walls. We mine leftover blocks, make a little platform and make some room for the doors. I noticed that I was running out of wood, so it's time to cut some trees again. Of course we're gonna replant them, I'm not some kind of monster. We come back with all this wood and start making walls. We make some and it's time to do some finishing touches to that big long room. We get some monsters off my door since they're asking for candy and I don't have anything other than bombs. Going to craft pie and a toilet. Then make a little room into a more little room and make a toilet out of it. I really hope that this NPC goes to the toilet and I will be able to catch it. For research purposes, of course. Voila, and it's done. All I have to do is place a cake on a table like in Minecraft. Whoops. I guess that does not work here. Later, we get achievement that I killed 50 zombies. And I get mysterious item. Zombie banner that increases everyone's DPS to zombies around it. I quickly find a spot to place it and go test out the range of it. It's pretty big. Don't worry, I'm not gonna add "that's what she said" joke over and over.
That's what she said!
Then we move and make our house more decorated with pumpkin lamps. We try to find out how to make some different stuff for the house, but really get confusing. We search for what we can craft, place a table in a new room and prepare for another expedition to the wasteland. And here we start the expedition. Double jumping in the scorching desert really helps, since it's easier for the air to get through my hair. And now we come to the interesting biome filled with new mobs, vines that damage me if I climb or even touch them. It feels like a horror biome. There were ores once again which I could not have mined. I guess we need a better pickaxe for it. Well, monsters here were 100% stronger than any other mob I encountered yet, so it's really fun and hard at the same time. I mine a tunnel with a little gap and try to attack monsters from there, but it does no good. I try to use bow, but my aiming skills are not the best and I eventually get sandwiched by mobs, but I manage to get out of there with less than 1 heart left. I run back home with tail between my legs and mobs chasing me through biomes, but I'm not afraid of 2 mobs, so I give them a fight that they wanted and came out on top. When we came back home, I craft a lot of torches and make my chain maze into a flaming one, thanks to guys who give me these awesome tips. And we even got slime banner, which I only noticed when we get back lol. And I went back to get my revenge. We killed a few mobs, but still ran around like a chicken. I decided to not go into those caves. I did not feel like I'm ready for it, so we will just gonna explore the surface for now. We get some loot from the chests and make our way into next biome. Some kind of icy biome. Woo! And it actually snows now where I live, so it's perfect. We get into biome, mine few ice blocks, kill a few interesting icy mobs, and they even wear little coats. Few minutes pass and we reach a new biome once again. It has huge trees. I try to cut it, with axe, but it did not work. Then I swapped to pickaxe and it starts going down. We see there are some kind of tunnels going down. So our curiosity wins and we go down. We find some interesting items. I don't know if I'll have a use for them, but they look cool. We mine chests, chairs, other tools, everything that we can mine, and then we go down. We see water, some ice, but decide not to go there yet. We found some iron while climbing back up, and of course I had to mine it. And we get out of the tree dungeon, we run a bit and get into another tree dungeon. This time I was prepared and I knew what's waiting for me. So I went straight down and searched for chests. And first chest surprised me. It contained my first summoning item, which summons little bird that helps me fight or just sits on my back.
Hello there.
We find more climbing claws, and I thought they were useless, but then I noticed that mine does not give any stat boosts. So newfound claws were 100% better than the ones I had already. I had to brag about this. This is the 69th clip of this series. I hope you are enjoying it so far, and don't forget to drop a subscribe and like, it helps me very much. After all the subscribe and like business, we go even deeper and found another little underground hut, which had a weak mace and some potions. Not much, but I'll take it anyway. I tried to mine that chest, but it did not move an inch. And after a few seconds I give up. We picked up what we can and go back to the surface. We run with the little bird on our head, straight ahead, and after a few moments I noticed that there is a temple. I heard that's where the big skeleton monster spawns, so I was very afraid. I thought that this old guy transforms into a skeleton, so I tried to shoot him with an arrow, but he does not take any damage. I was laying bricks behind me, scared to spawn the skeleton, but came up with courage and went right at it. And all it said, I cannot let you enter until you free me of my curse. I was like, okay, I went straight out. I noticed that my inventory is kind of full and it's time to get back to my base. In the next episode, I'll try to fight my first boss, which will probably gonna be crazy and scary, but I think I'm ready for it. Now you can relax and enjoy me watching mines and stuff while I prepare for the next video. In the next clips, I will not talk much, so just enjoy me running around, exploring and mining. We mine some ores, use bombs, get water out. Find a cool looking water place where I noticed chests. We try out railroads. Next, we notice another underground base which contains my Hermes boots, which allows me to run super fast according to the description. Find a scary lava looking cave with burning monsters, so I decided to not go there lol. And of course I had to step into a few traps on my way there. I hope I made your Sunday a little bit more enjoyable and happier. My series and Terraria videos won't end, so let's enjoy this game together, and I'll see you next time. Peace.